The news spread across social media within minutes. A few photos, a short airport clip, and several eyewitness posts were all it took for fans around the world to begin asking questions. As soon as Kim Taehyung, better known as V of BTS, was reportedly seen returning from Lisbon, online communities exploded with curiosity. What had brought him there? Why had the trip seemed so private? And most importantly, what was the moment that occurred just before he disappeared from view that had everyone talking? The first images were ordinary enough. Taehyung appeared calm, dressed in a simple yet stylish outfit that immediately caught the attention of fans. His expression seemed relaxed, and he greeted people around him with the same polite demeanor that ARMY has come to know over the years. Yet there was something about the footage that felt different. Some fans claimed he looked reflective. Others thought he seemed unusually thoughtful, as though he was carrying memories from a meaningful journey. Within hours, discussion threads began appearing everywhere. Screenshots were analyzed. Video clips were slowed down. Every gesture became the subject of countless theories. While some fans believed the trip was connected to personal relaxation and creative inspiration, others wondered whether he had been working on an undisclosed project. The MYS Terry deepened when several fan accounts highlighted a brief moment near a waiting vehicle. The footage lasted only seconds. Taehyung exchanged a few words with staff members before approaching the car. Nothing dramatic occurred, yet somehow, that ordinary scene became the center of a global conversation. Fans noticed what they described as a warm smile crossing his face just before the door closed. Others focused on the way he briefly looked back toward the crowd. As always, ARMY responded with enthusiasm. Thousands of comments flooded social media. Some users suggested he was thinking about future music. Others believed he was simply grateful for the support that followed him everywhere in the world. The beauty of the moment was that nobody truly knew. The uncertainty allowed imaginations to run free. What made the discussion even more fascinating was the emotional connection fans felt toward the scene. Over the years, Taehyung has developed a reputation for communicating powerful emotions without saying much at all. A glance, a smile, or a simple gesture often becomes memorable because people see sincerity behind it. Fans frequently describe him as someone who can tell a story without words. As the clips continued circulating, longtime followers began comparing the moment to previous appearances. They recalled earlier trips, airport arrivals, and public events where small interactions had created lasting memories. In their eyes, the Lisbon return felt similar. It wasn't a major announcement or a grand performance. It was a simple moment that somehow resonated with millions. Discussion soon shifted toward Lisbon itself. The city has long been admired for its artistic atmosphere, historic streets, and creative energy. Fans wondered what experiences Taehyung might have enjoyed there. Many imagined him exploring quiet neighborhoods, appreciating architecture, listening to local music, or finding inspiration through photography. Because of his well-known appreciation for art and culture, the possibilities seemed endless. Some fans shared photos of Lisbon landmarks alongside messages expressing how perfectly the city matched his artistic personality. Others created edits, fan art, and video compilations celebrating the idea of Taehyung discovering beauty in unexpected places. The trip became more than a simple journey. It transformed into a source of inspiration for countless people. Meanwhile, speculation regarding future projects continued growing. Every time a global artist travels, fans naturally become curious about possible collaborations or creative plans. The Lisbon trip was no exception. Some believed new music might be in development. Others hoped for photography projects, documentaries, or visual content inspired by European scenery. Yet many fans urged caution. They reminded others that not every trip carries hidden meaning. Sometimes a journey is simply a journey. Sometimes an artist travels to recharge, explore, and enjoy moments away from the spotlight. Those voices encouraged everyone to appreciate the mystery rather than rush toward conclusions. Even so, curiosity remained impossible to stop. The more people discussed the event, the more the story evolved. Individual observations turned into theories. Theories turned into discussions. Discussions turned into trends. Soon, what had begun as a brief airport appearance became one of the most talked about topics among fans. One reason for this reaction was the unique relationship between Taehyung and his supporters. Throughout his career, he has inspired extraordinary loyalty through authenticity, creativity, and warmth. Fans often feel invested not only in his music but also in the moments that reveal his personality. A simple smile can generate thousands of emotional responses because people attach personal meaning to it. As days passed, new edits continued appearing online. Music was added to the original clips. Slow-motion versions highlighted specific expressions. Fan-created narratives imagined what thoughts might have been crossing his mind during those final moments before leaving the airport area. While none of these interpretations could be confirmed, they demonstrated the creativity and affection of the fan community. Another interesting aspect of the conversation involved nostalgia. Many fans reflected on how much Taehyung had grown over the years. They remembered his early days as a young performer and compared them with his present image as a globally recognized artist. The Lisbon footage, brief as it was, became another chapter in that ongoing story. For some, the moment represented confidence. For others, it symbolized maturity. Many saw evidence of someone continuing to evolve while remaining true to himself. The emotional responses were particularly noticeable. Messages expressing admiration, gratitude, and support appeared across multiple platforms. Fans shared stories about how Taehyung's music had helped them through difficult periods. Others explained how his artistic perspective encouraged them to pursue their own creative interests. The Lisbon discussion gradually became less about the airport footage itself and more about the connection people felt toward him. What happened next surprised even experienced observers of fan culture. Instead of fading away after a few days, interest remained strong. New conversations kept emerging. Every small detail seemed to inspire another wave of analysis. Some fans revisited earlier interviews looking for clues about places he wanted to visit. Others examined travel photos from previous years. The collective curiosity showed no signs of disappearing. At the same time, many supporters emphasized the importance of respecting privacy. They encouraged fellow fans to celebrate public moments without crossing personal boundaries. This balance between admiration and respect became a recurring theme throughout discussions. The Lisbon return ultimately demonstrated something remarkable about modern fandom. In an era dominated by constant information, even a short and seemingly ordinary moment can capture global attention when it involves someone who inspires millions. The fascination was never truly about a car door, an airport, or a few seconds of footage. It was about the emotions people attached to those images. Months later, fans would likely remember the event in different ways. Some would recall the excitement of following updates in real time. Others would remember the creativity that emerged from fan communities. Many would simply remember the feeling of sharing a collective moment with people around the world. And perhaps that is why the Lisbon return became such a memorable topic. Not because of any confirmed mystery, but because it gave fans an opportunity to connect. Imagine, discuss, and celebrate an artist they admire. The footage may have lasted only moments, but the conversations it inspired seemed endless. Long after the vehicle departed and the scene concluded, the discussion continued. New theories appeared. New interpretations emerged. New fans discovered the story for the first time. The mystery remained unsolved. Yet that uncertainty became part of its appeal. In the end, nobody could say exactly what Taehyung was thinking during those final moments.